Rita, this is unbelievable that we are already preparing the third edition of the HealthTech Investor Summit. I'm still thinking back to 2023 when we were, I think both of us, we were nervous at the moment that we started this whole process. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know what it would be.
Yeah.
It was one big experiment. And if you look now where we are, it's unbelievable. Huh? So what's your sentiment?
The first time we met, actually, beginning 2023, I think, early spring or something. And I remember Anne told me, go meet Henk and talk about doing this event within, at the time, Medvia, now by Via umbrella. And you explained me the whole idea, and I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna, what? It's so huge. And we didn't have much time, huh? The first edition, I think we started really in the spring for December of the same year.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we were quite nervous along the way. But then, it went really, I think, beyond our expectations the first year. And then the second year, even more built on the first year, of course. And then we added so many more things. And now it's just going really exponential, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at I think there's a number of things that we've done. I remember the first year we had the Monday morning a number of pre-seed companies that we brought in from Belgium. We had about 20 of them. And we said, let's try to see what it gives. It turned out that we immediately had 120 people there and immediately had good quality pitches. Mm-hmm. We also organized the pitching training. And I think very quickly we realized we need to integrate those young companies into the main program of the conference because they can learn, maybe they're not yet pitching for investors, but at least they can learn from others and you have that interaction. And I think we have made a number of steps like that. We've always been careful, go step by step, but I don't remember that we made any major mistakes. And the first year, of course, it was very heavy Belgium. Yeah. But if you look at this year now, we have 200 companies that have applied. We have so far selected 55. By the end of next week, we will have selected 75, 18 different countries.
No.
So that's quite amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also nice to see that our different partners in different countries, so different cluster sisters, let's say, that are supporting us, are really a lot into this mission with us because they understand we want to create an European platform. And that's also why this year we're going in the Netherlands and we'll be back in Belgium and so on. There will always be a Belgian footprint, let's say, because it's organized by us. But our mission is purely European. And then they are also so motivated by making the conference a collective success that, this is how collaboration should really go and succeed along the way.
Yeah, and I think it's the cluster organizations, the knowledge partners. I mean, last year we had 57 knowledge partners of 25 different countries. Yeah. But this year we just did the analysis. We have 105 people that were involved in the juries to do the pre-selection of the conference. 105 people of 10 different countries that were involved in that are involved in this pre-selection. We have 80 investors, 80 individuals that are representing investors that are involved in that whole process. And I think this is, in my opinion, part of the success. We have given a lot of the ownership to the knowledge partners. We have given a lot of the ownership to the juries that got involved. And then it's very nice to see that a number of these people, I remember vividly one discussion I had, for instance, with Christa van Weert of Leof. Mm-hmm. And during that discussion, at a certain point in time, she said, Henk, we need to start to do this, and we need to start to do that, and we need to. So they are part
Yeah.
of the whole organization, and that's a
Yeah,
great
part of
feeling
it.
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah? And I think
exactly.
you've experienced the same thing.
Yeah, we receive so much constructive feedback because yeah, not only the knowledge partners, yeah, all the investors, all the sponsors, everyone involved wants it to be a success. So yeah, and then we can build on this, and that's why then every edition is better, and we have more people and more companies and so on. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do we want to be in 5 years from now?
That's a good question. Yeah, I would really want to have every European country represented. I would say
Yeah.
that's a mission goal. Let's say now we have already a lot, but not every single country in the European Union. But I think not only from knowledge partner wise, but also companies pitching wise, I would like to include every country. So yeah, I think that's the thing that make that is on top of my head right now.
I think it's in, I mean, one of the things we've said many times to each other at the moment that we were preparing for this is that we want to keep it intimate. We want to keep it relatively small. We want to keep it also in smaller cities. We want to organize it. That's why we go to Utrecht and not, for instance, to Amsterdam or Rotterdam. Amsterdam, Rotterdam are wonderful cities, but we want to bring it to smaller cities. We want to bring it to conference centers that are have that same intimacy and so that's going to be a big challenge at the moment that we
Yeah.
continue to grow. How will we maintain that balance?
Yeah.
Huh? How we will maintain the balance between growth, between the ambition to involve more countries, to involve more companies, to involve more investors, and at the same time keep that same warm atmosphere, beginning of December, intimate atmosphere. I think that's to me going to be
Yeah.
the thing we will
Yeah.
need to watch.
We have to decide on the limit, let's say, between like the balance between growing and not make it too big so that it denatures the whole identity of the event. So we all have to
I think
see.
I compare sometimes what we're doing. I sometimes call ourselves the little brother or the little sister of bioequity.
Equity.
And I remember in 2018 when bioequity was organized in Ghent, it was almost the perfect size. 800 people, 400 people that were looking for money, and 400 people that had money. Huh? The last edition now in Bruges was also fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still 400 people that had money, but there was 800 people looking for money. 1,200 people, and you started to feel that people were not finding each other anymore. Huh? And so I think this is where you need to find the balance to say, okay, let's find a balance between the different beneficiaries of the conference, and
so it's a tough sweet spot to find.
Yeah.
That I think we will figure out along the way where we think that this is the perfect number for us to continue, and then we will keep that.
And I mean, we know in 2026 we are going back to Bruges, but we need to start to think
2027, yeah.
2027. And I mean, we would like to solicit here if there is interested countries.
Public announcement.
Public announcement. Interested countries that want to be the host for 2027.
Yeah.
We're open for candidates to do that.
Yeah, so early December 2027. We're open to discussion indeed. Yeah.
And with that, I suggest that we have a drink on the success so far. And thank you for being a good partner in crime.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, see you in December.